Welcome in, everyone. We have some more big news. I made a video this morning on Monday, August 11th, about moves Trump was going to take to stop out of control, violent, savage, horrific, sadistic level crime in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. The president and his administration have made it clear they intended to stomp out and uproot evil and criminals wherever they may be. Well, he has now held his press conference, and it is clear they plan to move swiftly, harshly, and forcefully against any threat to public safety. And that means it is a bad day for criminals in Washington, D.C. We're going to get into all of that. I'm going to show you videos from the press conference, exactly what President Donald Trump said, and much more. Before we do, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free, cost you guys nothing. Huge boost to the channel. Comment with your thoughts below. I love reading your comments. They are great. We're getting a good dialogue going. It's great to see. Hit that bell above. All notifications turn on so you won't miss a single thing at all. Right here at the bottom of the screen, Instagram, David_Hookstead, XDHookstead. Again, as you can see, not at my regular set. Don't have my mic, stuff like that. I'm in Vegas for a few days, enjoying my time here. Hit the tables, doing okay so far, knock on wood. We don't want to jinx it, but I'm still taking time to bring you guys the breaking news. I rushed back here to my hotel room to film this. It is still very early in the morning in Vegas, but let's now get into it. As I talked about in the first video, President Trump has hit a breaking point with crime in D.C., our nation's capital. It should be beautiful. It should be great. Unfortunately, as someone who lives in the region, I can tell you it looks like a war zone. There are nonstop shootings. There are nonstop robberies. There are nonstop attacks. And the breaking point for President Donald Trump is a former White House official, Doge staffer, was brutally beaten by 8 teenagers. I believe all 8 were teenagers. They were young men in D.C. They were attacking a woman. A White House staffer intervened to try to protect and save the woman. He was, I can't even show the photo on YouTube how badly he was beaten, but also balls of steel to go 1-on-8 to protect a defenseless woman. That is the best of America. Once that happened, Trump immediately made it clear he was going to take quick action, and overwhelming force would be used to finally put an end to criminal behavior in D.C. Well, we now know what is going to happen. We now know President Trump addressed the media. Let me go ahead and throw this up on the screen for you. This is President Donald Trump announcing the plan to crush the savage criminals terrorizing the D.C. community, terrorizing our capital. It's been allowed to happen for far too long. President Trump says no more. Let's go ahead and watch what he has to say.
I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening, and they've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly.
So right there, what President Trump is talking about is, as the president, he has the authority to federalize the National Guard, not just in D.C., but anywhere he wants. And he is now putting the D.C. Guard, as well as Guard units elsewhere in the country, are being called up. The military, as I said in the first video, is being sent in to deal with this threat. On top of that, more police resources are being dumped in. This is what's called the D.C. Home Rule Act. That allows the president to take control of Washington, D.C. for its safety, for its security. Local leaders, and again, as someone who lives there, I can tell you this is true, have failed. They have failed miserably. They have allowed Washington, D.C. to turn into a war zone. Enough is enough. It must end. And that is what President Donald Trump is ensuring happens. So he will now control the police force. The military is being sent in. These criminals have no idea what is about to hit them. They think they're tough. They think they're strong. They think they can terrorize elderly people, women walking alone at night. They think they can break into people's homes. No more. They will be going up against the United States military now and a vastly expanded law enforcement tool chest. These people are going to get smacked in the face. They're going to get their teeth kicked in. And if they're smart, they'll lay their weapons down and go home. Because if they go toe-to-toe with the United States military, I can guarantee you they will lose. But that's not it. We have more. Let's go ahead and watch what Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, let's watch what he had to say right now.
Here. And at your direction this morning, we've mobilized the D.C. National Guard. It'll be operationalized by the Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, through the D.C. Guard. You will see them flowing into the streets of Washington in the coming week. At your direction as well, sir, there are other units we are prepared to bring in. Other National Guard units, other specialized units. They will be strong, they will be tough, and they will stand with their law enforcement partners. This is nothing new for DOD. As the president noted, at the border, we've got 10,000 troops down there who've been operating in defense cooperation areas, defense zones, where there's zero illegal crossings because of troops on strikers scanning the border. We've been protecting other people's borders for 20 years. It's about time we protect our own. And we're working with ICE and CBP. In Los Angeles, we did the same thing, working with the California National Guard, working with ICE officers. ICE officers deserve to do their job and not be attacked. We will work alongside all DC police and federal law enforcement to ensure this city is safe, this city is beautiful. And as I always say about President Trump to the troops, he has their back. And my message to the National Guard and federal law enforcement in Washington is we have your back as well. Be tough, be strong. We're right behind you.
So there you go. There's Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, making it crystal clear the military will do its job. The National Guard will do its job with local law enforcement and federal law enforcement to ensure the safety and security and prosperity of our nation's capital. Great news for the people who live there. Great news for America as a whole. Our country should be beautiful. Our country should be strong. Our country's capital should be a shining example to the world. And unfortunately, that has not been the case for a very long time. It's a violent hellhole. Criminals and teenagers think they can do whatever they want. They think they can shoot people and rob people. And due to the failures of the local leaders, as you just saw Pete Hegseth say, the military is now coming in and the military is going to do their job. Pam Bondi also had a couple comments. Let's go ahead and watch what she had to say right here.
Let me be crystal clear. Crime in DC is ending and ending today. We are going to use every power we have to fight criminals here. President, thank you for caring about our capital. Families come here every summer. Our museums are free. We have the National Zoo. We have the National Gallery. DC should be a place where everyone can come and feel safe.
100% correct. What Pam Bondi just said there is 100% correct. People from around, not just America, the world should be able to come to DC and feel safe. Let me pull this off the screen. Guys, this is what happens when crime hits a breaking point. Eventually, people are going to have to step in and take care of business. And we have allowed DC to become one of the most dangerous cities, if not the most dangerous city in the country. When I say we, I don't mean me personally. I mean the idiot leaders there who didn't want to put people in prison, didn't want to enforce the law. For every reaction, there's an equal, for every action, there's an equal reaction. The reaction we are seeing now is the United States military moving in, moving fast, moving swiftly. And they are going to crush anyone who stands in their way. I hope they take these criminals, throw them in jail cells, and lose the key for a very, very long time. This has been a long time coming. It's great news. It's something we should all celebrate. As someone, again, who lives in the region, I am ecstatic, happy about it. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what you think about Trump officially sending in the military to crush scumbag criminals, which is what they are. Let's not mince words. Let's not be nice about them. They're all terrible people and should be dealt with accordingly. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing. Huge boost to the channel. Hit that bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a video. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X D Hookstead. Follow me there. I'll see y'all next time.